Hey everybody, Dave here, and I want to send you guys a quick video message and let you know it's Casual Thursday here in the office, and I've just finished grading all of the fitness plans and the fitness plan on your own labs. So you guys did pretty great on those. If I made any suggestions, you can reply if you want to. Otherwise, not that big a deal. We are meeting this Saturday, 8:30 in the morning until probably around 10:50 or 10:30 or so for our third of three labs in O'Connell. So if you guys, I look forward to seeing you there. It should be a fun day to redo day one labs all over again and see how far, what kind of progress you've made since then, and kind of the speed, agility, endurance exercises that we did. Just so you know, in some of the fitness plans that I was reviewing, one of the things that came up was an article that I read a long time ago on Alberto Salazar. Alberto Salazar is a local running coach out of Nike, and he works with a lot of the professionals and Olympians. And a while ago, I came across this article that talked about how people changing coaches, going from one coach to Alberto, suddenly the runners seem to be running very fast, and much faster than they had before. And I think there's a lot of variables that come into play. I'm not sure that Alberto is necessarily the answer to all runners, but I will say that anytime actually the article alluded to that anytime you change a program, you're going to get different results, and those results can be good, those results can be poor. But the idea is, even if it's going from one strength coach to another strength coach, you're going to be exercised, and your body's going to be stressed a little differently, and you're going to experience some maturity and some growth in that way. And so, with going from one running coach to Alberto, a different running coach, he also may have some supplemental work that you can do, and obviously the support of different apparatuses that can enhance a person's maybe cross training or speed training. But the idea is that anytime you change a program, you're going to get different results. So I guess what my point is, we want to avoid sticking with our fitness plans 100% of the time. And what I mean by that is always look for evolution. How can you evolve your plan to continuously make it more challenging and just a little bit better for each workout? Whether it's changing your resistance work to more of a circuit type of resistance work, so you're starting to shorten perhaps the rest intervals, going from one exercise to directly to another, perhaps doing some upper lower, some push pulls, maybe just changing things to incorporating stability balls or BOSU balls or Dynabands or things like dumbbells and kettlebells and barbells, body weight exercises. Maybe watching videos from YouTube or home DVDs, or checking out things on Comcast Demand. Even just doing something different one day a week, you're going to experience that new information, and then if you like it, maybe you can start adopting some of those, some of the things that you did like, start drawing those into your own fitness plan. And really what you're doing is learning. You're learning how to perhaps read other programs and how to blend them into what you're doing, so that you can kind of stockpile a lot of creative modalities of exercise into something for yourself, and essentially creating a kind of your own, creating your own little personal self as a personal trainer. I really don't think there's really two reasons why a person would need a personal trainer. One, lack of knowledge. When you just don't know enough to know. So knowing that maybe you're at risk for certain diseases might, like maybe if you're at risk for osteoporosis, you may want to incorporate more of a resistance training plan. If you're at risk for maybe hypertension, maybe something like some kind of cardio-based plan. If you're at risk for colorectal cancer, some sort of functional movement training where you're doing a lot of transverse or a lot of different cross-sectional types of movement, where you're getting a lot of twists and turns and starting to really progress things in that GI tract along smoothly. In any case, there's a lot of different reasons and modalities for exercise, but the idea is to find something that you enjoy, find something that fits your lifestyle, and find something that you can grow in and be challenged in, and yet still experience that fun and that growth aspect. I know there's a lot to this. I was hoping to keep this video short to 2 minutes, but obviously that didn't happen. So I talked about Alberto, talked about modalities. And my final comment here is that change in your programs is essential for growth. So continuously look for things that can create that change and create that challenge within. And also, how are you assessing your progress? What kind of things are you doing to kind of see your growth? How I think of, since I'm wrapped around and running so much, I'm just thinking like different 5Ks. So like Spartan runs, bubble runs, color runs, basic Clark County Running Club runs. Just so you know, I just said CCRC runs. The Clark County Running Club runs are $10 per individual for an entire year, and I think they run a race in Clark County every week. Right now, they're in the middle of their summer series. So if anybody's interested in that, you can check it out. It's $20 for a family for the entire year, or $10 for an individual for the entire year, and you get free timed 5Ks. It's pretty cool. And it's a very positive event, positive atmosphere as well. In any case, if you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message. I will plan to see you on Saturday, so if you have questions, you can obviously bring them there too. And I look forward to seeing you guys. Bye-bye.